live stream for the final matchup, what could be the final matchup in the hard to handle tournament to crown the hardest stick bar rolling handle in the world today. I am just a little bit early. I am a lot nervous, but I just want to get this thing rolling before I ended up forgetting something. So I've already forgotten something, and that's the backup camera. So I got to get this thing rolling. I believe we're all set. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. First off, everybody, before the most important matchup of this tournament takes place, I just want to say a couple things. I hold these things to be very important, and I feel moved, I feel called to cover these things before we get started. First off, I want to thank everybody that's watching today. It means a lot to me, everybody that watches this live stream. What I've got going on here is my phone is. All right. It is officially 1 o'clock. As I was saying, I've got a few notes here on this. I feel very moved to cover these things. So, first off, thank you for joining the live stream today. Thank you to everyone who has followed along with the entire Hard to Handle tournament. It means a lot. Thank you to everyone who went and purchased handles based on either my suggestion or based on the results of one or more of the matchups here in the competition. This really was the largest scale review of any grip implements that's ever taken place. All these handles are varying from about 2 3/8 up to 2.6 and maybe even a little bit more in size, in thickness. It was all a fair competition, and I tried to develop rules that were fair and that I could follow very consistently. So thank you to everybody who took notice of the hard work. I appreciate everyone, so thank you for anyone who picked up a handle through my using my discount code. Whether you went through countrycrush.net and used dieselcrew20 to get 20% off, or if you went to Grip Genie and used the code diesel to get 15% off, I appreciate that very much, and I'm sure so do the companies. This ended up being great exposure for many different companies that produce excellent handles. And just because some of these handles didn't perform as well as others in the tournament does not mean that they are not as good quality of handles. Pretty much every handle in here was very consistent, very good quality, and provided an excellent challenge for me throughout the endeavor. Aside from that, I know that there's a lot of things going on in this world and specifically this country right now that are not nearly as important as a tournament of grip handles on the internet, on YouTube. But I look at part of my job as being something that allows you to focus on something else besides all of the more serious events that are going on. Notwithstanding, I think it's important. I feel it's important right now for me to lead everyone in a quick prayer. And if you would like to take part in it, I invite you to do so. If not, it will not be long. It will not be drawn out. Participate as you like. Good Lord, many things have happened in the last few days, the last few weeks, the last few months here in this country. and I ask you to bless the United States of America as well as the rest of the world. Grant us peace and unity, and to help us move forward with clear minds and to be strong. And Lord, I pray that you're with me today. Help me be injury-free in this last potential matchup in the Hard to Handle Challenge, Hard to Handle Tournament. Thank you for everything that this tournament has given me and the equipment suppliers around the world. And thank you for the support that I have been shown by my viewers here on YouTube. These things I pray in Jesus' name. Amen. And then finally, before we get started, I'm reminded of all the Little League games that I participated in as a young lad. And we started each one of those games off with the national anthem. This won't be the first time that I've sung here in the Hard to Handle Tournament. This will actually be, I believe, the third time. It's not the first time that I'm going to have sung the national anthem all by myself either. I actually did that one time my senior year in high school before, I think it was a volleyball tournament or something that we held for a fundraiser. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do right now. And if you feel moved to join me, I invite you to do so. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? All right. It's time to get started. I'm all warmed up. As I said, this is match number 38 in the Hard to Handle Tournament to crown the hardest stick bar rolling handle in the world today. The competitors in today's matchup are the Raptor, the 2.5 inch Raptor from Country Crush, and the rolling grip thingy known as the RGT from Genie. And here are the numbers that these handles have produced up to this point in the past. The Raptor has had 4 matches. It's produced 161, 170, and then 178 twice for an average of 171.75. The RGT is produced in 4 matches, 180, 190, 188, and 188 for an average of 186. So again, the averages come out to 171.75 and 186. Let's look at the actual dimensions of the handles. The Raptor is 3.4 pounds. It's 2.54 inches thick and has a handle that is 5 3/8 inches long. The RGT is 3.6 pounds. Up until this point, I've been saying that it was 2.57 inches thick. I don't know where I made the error there, but it's actually about 2.36 inches thick. I just measured it today with my NASA certified micrometer that I got from the International Engineers Union directly off their website. And the handle is 5 1/16 inches long on the RGT. So sorry for the error up until this point, but that's where we're at now with the RGT. I don't do this in every match, but I wanted to go ahead and do it today for a comparison. I want to show the drop action of the handles and the rolling action, the spinning action of each handle. So first up is the Raptor, and you can see that there's absolutely no hindrance on this handle. It drops right down. Of course, the frame is very, very heavy. Rolling action is pretty continuous. You can see no catches there. RGT, much the same. Drops right down. It's heavy enough that when it hits your wrist, it hurts. Really good spin on it. This has a bearing system. This one does not. It just operates on an axle. No bearing or anything in between there. Each of these handles will have a carabiner attached that are pretty much exactly the same. They came in the same pack of carabiners. They were also bought from the International Engineers Union. So they are legit, brother. They are legit. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set these over here. Then I'm going to spin the cameras around so that you have everything in clear view. Before that, actually, I'll go ahead and do the official coin flip. So this is a US quarter. Heads will be for the Raptor. Tails for the RGT. Heads for the Raptor. Tails for the RGT. One more time. Heads. Tails. Okay, it has landed right there below my table. How am I going to do this? Well, I guess you can actually see it in there. And you can see that it landed heads, and that means the Raptor will go first. I know there are some comments coming through. I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to answer them. I do appreciate it, though. All right, one more warm-up pull. Hopefully it's shutting off this light will allow you to see a little bit better. One more warm-up pull per hand, per handle. Raptor goes on that side because it's going first. We've got plate 22 and plate 14. Each of the handles is weighed and then given an identifying number. Check it against my spreadsheet here. So the opening weight will be 157.9 for the Raptor and 158.1875 for the RGT. These come off. Quarter goes on. So what I do now is I just start changing the data on the spreadsheet to match what we have there. And now we're even back up so that the integers are the same. And we're running at 168 for each handle. know we had some comments on here. All right, lots of hellos. Go get some. Battery recharge ringtone. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're up for the second attempt now. Like I said, we're at 168 for each handle. It's 168.3 and 168.5. So we go in 10-pound increments until a handle fails. Once a handle fails, then we take that 10 off. We go in 2.5-pound increments. We finish out that handle, then we continue with the other handle. That's how it's been done throughout the tournament. That's how it'll be done today. So we added plate number 22. So we're at 178.2 and 178.4 for the handles. If anyone has any questions, you can go ahead and answer them now. The one thing I have changed throughout the tournament here is that I do take a little bit of break in between just to make sure that I get the best performance possible for each handle. In the beginning, I was really rushing big time to get these in, and I think I sacrificed some weight in some cases. So at 178, we are now at the point where this is the best lift that has taken place for the Raptor. What I'm not sure of is whether you can see the timer where you're at. It is in the picture, but it's going to be really tough to see. So I'm going to try to move it so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and put it right there. Hopefully you can see that. I've got it on. Yeah, that's there. You can see that. Okay, so I got it on 35 seconds because usually I start it when I'm not on the implement. So, all right, 178. That matches my best performance on the Raptor up to this point. So that's a good feeling. Okay, 178 for the RGT. Plate 23 gets added. Let's see what the total will be. All right, so the new totals for the Raptor, it'll be 188.1, and then for the RGT, 188.3. Got a little water with pre-workout mixed in. This is Total War pre-workout from Redcon 1. Someone here at the gym bought this, and it's been sitting here, so I've been taking it. We'll see if there's any new questions, then we'll get into the next attempt. We're up to 25 people watching. I really appreciate it. Welcome aboard. I'm about to hit a screwing off PR at work so that I can watch this. I absolutely love it, brother. That is amazing. All right, Randy Gentry with a good confidence comment there. This is 188 on the Raptor. Have not hit this in competition yet. I don't know if I've ever hit it in training. I have no idea. Here we go. 188. Come on! The chalk. All right, so that's first miss for RGT. It's tough when I display the timer for the camera because then I can't see it. That's all right though. I don't really feel that confident that I would have gotten that lift if I would have taken given it another hit after chalking. All right, so we're at 188, which happens to be the best lift for the RGT. All right, I hate to do it, guys, but I got to move back here because I got to be able to see the clock. You can kind of see it. All right. Come on! Kidding me. Hands feel like they're greasy, and I wash them good too. Oh, piss! I don't know why, but developed this habit like very early in this competition where I started looking at the knock bar to see if it was going to hit the crossbar, and I like stopped pulling. Ugh. All right, so the competition just got closer, everybody. So I failed on my current PR on the RGT, going for a new PR now on the Raptor. It's going to be close. All right, let's check out the weights. 23 comes off. I don't know what happened there, guys. All of a sudden the stream was off. So I don't know where we left off. I don't know what you ended up seeing there, but I ended up missing on both the RGT and the Raptor. Really sorry, I have no idea what happened to the stream. So thanks to whoever suggested to have a secondary camera set up, because that one is still rolling. All right, so the number 2310 comes off, 2.5, number 31 goes on. So the total we're at is 180.7 for the Raptor and 180.9 for the RGT. Come on! PR time! Come on. Nope. All right. So the Raptor finishes at 178. We'll have another attempt here soon. Man. That's how it goes sometimes. The 178 lift honestly didn't feel that bad, but I didn't think the rest period was all that short. The RGT honestly, or excuse me, the Raptor honestly feels really slippery today, or at least it did on that attempt. I don't know why. Check the camera and then we'll try 180. Looks like we're back up to 24 people again. I'm sorry about the issue with the hello Clint, hello Todd Bcraft, Randy, hello Revan Zim, hello Arn, thanks for checking in, brother. All right, we're at 180 for the RGT. There it is. No doubt about it, the RGT will indeed produce a higher number today. It just did a full 2.5 pounds plus 0.2 ounces higher than the Raptor. So by all rights, this match is done. what I'd like to do is just take one more attempt with the Raptor here. Just to see if I can match that. This is a totally unofficial attempt. This does not count. Just felt really, really slippery, so I just want to see if I got one more good pull on me for this Raptor to really bring out the drama in this matchup as much as possible. No! Not there. All right, let's see what the RGT is capable of today. We're going to go to a 5 added instead of the 2.5. Just grab the data for the 5. It's plate number 14. Stick that in there. Now we're up to 183.55. See what we got here. Is FBBC the only company that sells a knock bar? No. Go to armassassin.com. That's where you want to get your knock bar. He's got the best one. That lift right there was 180 pounds, Ivan. Yeah, dude, when it's stuck on the floor, it's stuck. Ivan, thanks for checking in. Joel, thanks for checking in. I want to say thanks to Joel Usher and Ivan Kook. I think that's how you pronounce that last name. Both of these gentlemen signed up for my coaching call special that I ran at the beginning of this week, and we had some great talks this week. Both of them took place yesterday. Mapped out some good training for them. Both guys actually already seem to have a good idea of what they're doing. Hopefully I was able to shed some light for them on some things that they were wondering about, and they'll be able to take that information and just run with it. Check out both their channels for some cool content on grip training. All right, so this is now 183.55 pounds. I have gotten this in the last 2 or 3 matchups for the RGT. So this should be in my wheelhouse. Got it. Fingertip strength there. 2.5 goes on. If you're wondering why I'm lifting left-handed, guys, I am right-handed, but my left hand is both stronger on thick bar currently, and it's healthier because I tweaked something in this finger about 3-4 weeks into this tournament. So it's been off. It's coming back, but it's been off. I just feel more confident with the right hand. Plate 31, the 2.5 is added. That takes us to 186.1063. And this will be the final attempt for the RGT, whether I make it or miss it, because I already missed once. I'm going to take a swig of this, and then if anybody has any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments section, and I'll answer it before I go. David Baltiera, do I still sell Napalm's Nightmare? Yes, but it'd be a lot easier if you just go to armassassin.com, ARMASSASSIN.com, and get it there because Luke makes all of them for me. And it's just easier if you go through him. Clint, I bet you can PR that RGT now. Well, we'll have to see. Ivan says, by the way, they're sending me a 3 to certify on video with. Wow. They must be changing things up. I did not realize they were certifying on video. Maybe that is a COVID change. Did not know that, but that's good. Good luck with that, bro. I'm sure you've got it. Ivan is a strong dude, man. He showed me some videos of him taking some beastly attempts with some grippers with the credit card set, and he dominated the number 3. All right, so we've got the final attempt in this matchup for the RGT. It's 186.1063 pounds. I'm going to start right-handed on this one just because it's probably a little bit fresher. Let's move into the center. Oh. You know, one thing I didn't say at the beginning was thank you to everyone who sent me handles, let me borrow their handles. Some companies sent me some customers, clients, followers, whatever, let me borrow theirs. Pretty much they've all been sent back except for the Bear Grip to Adam Glass because he sent some other equipment for me to try and I really haven't had time to try it. So thank you to everybody who supported me in that way too. Here we go. I got it. No. 10 seconds. Not today, brother. All right. You know what that means. Let me change the angle of the camera here. Do a little summary. Really do appreciate everybody that watched today. Just going to tilt this a little bit. I'm using a slightly different tripod. Guys, it's January 7th. It's Thursday. The live stream went down at 1 o'clock. This took about the same amount of time it normally takes me, about 35, 45 minutes. The official attempts were (157/8), 168, 178, 188. Both handles missed 188. The Raptor ended up missing 180. So its top lift was 178.2313. The RGT then continued with the 2.5 pound jumps. Completed 180.9875. Completed 183.55. And then failed again at 186.1063. With that, that is the second loss in the hard to handle tournament to crown the hardest stick bar rolling handle in the world. And that means the 2020-2021 hard to handle champion, hardest earning title of the hardest thick bar rolling handle in the world, the hardest in the world, is the 2.5 inch Raptor from Country Kush. It produced a lift today of 178, which is the high water mark that it has produced in all of its competitions before. It was averaging 171.75. I bettered that today by about 6¼ pounds. It weighs 3.4 pounds. It is 2.54 inches thick. It's 5 3/8 inches long on its gripping surface. It has an excellent drop, excellent continuous roll. It's an axle-oriented handle, and it's very slick. It's made out of plastic, and it's the hardest handle in the world. Congratulations to Country Crush, Ray Cody. Your handle is the hardest in the world. Thank you for your support. Ray actually sent this to myself and to Luke years ago. We've had it here, and I gotta be honest with you, everybody, I knew going in this was going to be the hardest handle of all the ones that I had. I knew it because it is so darn slick. I knew the numbers that I was producing in the past were right around the high 160s, low 170s, and I just figured all the other handles I'd be able to produce that much or more. I didn't think there was anything that was going to touch it. So it was a big experiment to back my hypothesis, but today we know, man, this is the hardest handle in the world. If you want to get one of these, you go to countrycrush.net, or is it countrycrush.com? I'm not sure. Go to Country Crush's website, order the Raptor, use the discount code DieselCrew20, you'll get 20% off, and it's an awesome handle. Plus, it doubles as an arm wrestling handle. You can see it's got multiple attachment points here. You can use it for cable and band training, use it on your table, or you can use it attached to a loading pin, as I did today. If you'd like to get the RGT, that's also available from Genie. Use the code Diesel and you get 15% off. And there's many other handles that are exceptional quality, guys, exceptional quality. I will have more information for you as far as where to get all these handles and which ones I feel are the best to train on coming up on the channel. So you want to be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. I'm going to talk more about all these other handles. Plus, I will be running the Hard to Handle tournament again later this year. I do not know when, but this is what I want to tell everybody. This year, I'm asking everyone to send a handle that I will be able to keep and use going forward. I don't want to have to borrow handles this year. So if your company would like to be represented in the Hard to Handle tournament in 2021, please get a hold of me. You can send me a handle to be considered. I've already got a few handles coming my way that are being sent as sponsorship/donations, and I will be doing, here's my commitment to anyone who will send me a handle that will remain here. I will do a review video and unboxing for every handle that comes my way. That video will remain on my website forever, will remain on my channel forever. It will always be there as a resource for your company to be used, and I will expose it to all of my followers that are here on the channel. So once again, thank you to everyone that watched the tournament. Thank you to everyone that tuned in today for the live stream. I was actually very, very nervous. It was not easy for me to run a prayer, sing the national anthem, and compete at my top level, but I feel that I was able to do all three pretty well. I appreciate everybody who sent me a handle this year. Like I said, they've all been sent back, I believe, except for Adam Glasses. He sent me some other equipment in the box that I haven't had a chance to train with yet. I want to do that before I send it back. Many, many excellent handles. I really appreciate being able to use these handles and test them out. This kind of thing is something that I've dreamed about for years. I knew I would have been able to put together an excellent tournament just on the handles that I've bought or have been sponsored with over the years already. And then the ones that were sent to me to borrow this year just made the tournament even better. This was a tremendous amount of fun. I have ideas on how to improve and streamline this event in the future, and I want to do that. I want to do that with even more handles next time. So If you have a handle to send, please let me know. Even if it's there's only 1 or 2 or 3 handles like that you've made over the years, go ahead and send it. It'll be awesome to see the creativity from all of you manufacturers out there. People like, I think it's Payet or Fayette Customs, that produced what I called the Laughlin handle. It probably should have been called the Payet Customs handle, but Derek Laughlin sent it to me. Guys like John Oka, who made a really high quality, high class handle and sent it to me and donated it into my collection. I'm going to miss some people, but guys like Eric Milfeld, who sent me the LGC handle, Joel and Tammy Shiro, who sent me the Silarukov handle, Joe Sullivan, who sent me the Titan Fitness handle. Incidentally, and I'm sure he will let me use his handle again next year, his handle was modified. It had all the paint stripped off by the previous owner. So I would love to get my hands on a 2.5-inch Titan Fitness handle that has the paint on it, because I believe the paint factor could really change things, and it could possibly knock the Raptor off its throne. So that's one of the things I'm definitely looking for, because friction on the handle was one of the biggest factors. Just, you cannot dig your thumb in on this handle and get traction as your brake on the handle like you can on many of the other handles. I want to thank Judy and Tom at Grip Genie. They didn't send the handle just for the tournament. They sent it to us for review, again, probably years ago, shortly after we did the video with them in 2018. What else? The other handles that were featured, I have 3 styles of Rolling Thunder in my collection. All of those were demonstrated during the tournament. A gentleman named Dylan Merritt sent me a handle, or gave me a handle when he was still training at my gym. That was the Merritt handle. Produced very high numbers. First handle he ever made. I had 2 crushers from Fat Bastard in the tournament. One was with the bushing, one was without the bushing. 2 different handles. I mentioned the Joke Bug. We used the Fat Grips in this tournament. Fat Grips was put onto a rolling D handle that you would use in a cable crossover machine. So we were able to test the Fat Grips. We were also able to test the Tyler grips. The Fat Grips and the Tyler grips were sent to me years ago by the companies that made those handles. So thank you to those folks. I hope they were able to see some of the videos and see that their handles were represented. The Derek Laughlin handle from Payet Customs. I used the 2.5-inch Trilobite. This was the version that came from Mammoth Grip, the original owner, the original producer of those handles. I know that there's other variations out there, so if Barrel Strength Systems would like to send one, the invite is there to have them have that handle considered for next year. I use the One Hand Nightmare and Luke Crusher. The One Hand Nightmare is something that Luke and I sell on the armassassin.com website. The Luke Crusher was a one-off handle that he made several years ago. It was the thickest handle in the tournament, one of the heaviest handles in the tournament, and it's probably my favorite handle to train with. I mentioned the LGC. The Menino handle came from John Menino well over a decade ago, probably back in like 2004, 2005. Good friend of mine that I trained with quite a bit during my strongman competition years. That's where that one came from. I mentioned the Titan Fitness that Joe Sullivan let me borrow. The Bear Grip handle came from Adam Glass, and then the Silarukov handle came from Tammy and Joel Shiro, who are folks that I've dealt with in the past as customers. So, like I said, I'm going to put out more information about all these handles that will be available to you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section of this video, and I'll be glad to get back to you. But really, that's about it for today, everybody. Thank you once again. We'll just see if there's any questions on the live stream. Can't believe we still have 22 people watching. I really appreciate it. I don't want to learn more. Yes, definitely some emotion, Phil. Thank you very much. Arn Persson makes the LGC handle out of Sweden. LGC, I'm going to butcher the name, but it stands for Lodecapinge Grip Challenge, and he produces that handle. Joel, you are very welcome. Randy, thank you for watching. Phil says, I salute both contestants with a large jigger of Jack Daniels. Awesome, man. Yes, Arn has sent a packet, and I really appreciate that, brother. You are amazing. Ronnie, Bossy, thank you so much as well, man, for watching. Clint says he really enjoyed the live stream. Should do it more often with workouts. That's a good idea. If people would like to see that, then leave a comment below. David Baltier says he needs one. I think he's talking about the Napalm's Nightmare. And yes, you do need one. Everybody should have one. It's the best rolling handle product today. And I didn't realize that there was something on the screen the whole time, guys. I'm sorry. You can, with the Napalm's Nightmare, you can train not only thick bar but also pinching and various widths. So you can also train both hands at the same time. It's really something that everyone should have in their collection. Thank you, Revan Zim. Thank you, Isaac Newton. Thank you, Del Rain and JC. Punk. How much weight is that? I'm not sure which one you asked about. Excellent. I think that's about it. All right, everybody. We'll go ahead and cut this off. Hopefully the video works. And sorry for the little malfunction there. I have no idea what happened. I wasn't even near the camera. Wasn't even near the video when it took place. I think someone said that nobody missed anything, so hopefully it was just during dead time. Be sure to subscribe. If you can hit the thumbs up, that would be appreciated. Share this with your friends. Spread this all around social media. God knows there's a lot more important things going on, but things with more gravity. But this, maybe this will provide some entertainment for everybody. All the best in your training. Take care.